That got weird.
It got real weird.
It got real weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Hey, everybody, good morning, and welcome to the Reverend Guitar Circle at our ranch. I'm Ken Haas. I'm here with LG. Little gal, what's going on?
Not much of nothing.
Not much of nothing. You know what started happening there? And I have no idea why. That was a little number, the rhythm from a little number called Frankie Bruno from the Zimmerman Twins. And, oh, man, there's still some craziness, some wackiness going on down there. And then for no reason at all, it occurs to me, so this is a new 40th, here's our little clean sound with the amp reverb. I got one of these 40th anniversary tube screamers from Bees Music. It's probably set a little hotter than most people set the tube screamer. But as usual, that tube screamer in front of the Wonder Red Rider fuzz pedal is just ridiculous. And then I started thinking about the chorus, and then I was instantly channeling Purple Rain. See, purple guitar, purple rain, chorus pedal. Happens. It all happened. It all happened at the Circle R Ranch in sunny, beautiful Toledo, Ohio on February 11th, 2022.
Where it's neither sunny nor beautiful.
It's always beautiful.
Yeah,
with our little white blanket of
yourself.
Snow and ice. Well,
White.
It was white a couple days ago.
It was white at one time.
This is this year's, which was really last year's, Kingbolt in purple flame maple, dark roasted maple neck. Note the rosewood fingerboard, Steve Amaral. I know that I missed the Pal Faro with the dark roast, but the rosewood also looks beautiful. These are Railhammer Hyper Vintage humbuckers, Railhammer Hyper Vintage humbuckers. Violin brown back, deep violin brown, and transparent purple flame maple. This is the current Kingbolt model. If you like the purple, grab them up. They are shipping to dealers now. We're still getting through the end of our 2021 production because things have run so far behind. That right? Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
we're like 5 months behind. We've been like 5 months behind for like a year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So the purple is going to be shifting to transparent blue here, but that's probably not going to be until a little bit later in the spring.
Right.
But these are shipping currently. I don't know where this one's going. I think this one might be going to Sweetwater.
Oh, heard of it.
I believe that's what's going on.
Heard of it once or twice.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And then there was something else that seemed relevant to me. I mentioned the little red tube screamer that I got from Bees.
You did.
That's kind of fun.
It is fun.
That's kind of fun. I haven't had like I thought it might be kind of fun to put a tube screamer on the board here where the clone was, because it rocks a similar vibe and it's a little more familiar to people. Obviously, most of us guitar nerds know what that tube screamer does because that's been around forever. And again, I just can't say enough things about putting a tube screamer or a clone-like pedal in front of this Wonder fuzz pedal, man, this Red Rider thing. It just rips. The sustain becomes endless without being like too fizzy, and it's a lot of fun. It's been a very fun addition to this board. Indeed. Mm-hmm. There you have it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been busy as hell around here. Sorry we missed last week. We had Snowmageddon here in Northwest Ohio last week, and we had a couple people out, and that happens. And so we had other things that we needed to deal with and concentrate on and just couldn't get it together. And next week, LG and I are we're going to be out of the office as well. So look for us back in 2 weeks. And what else? What all went on here this week, Penn? Mr. Naylor came
Naylor
down.
was here.
Yeah, Naylor came down for a visit, and we talked about some new models and transitioning into some new colors and stuff, and that was kind of cool. We took a new group shot.
Yeah, we had our school pictures done, as it were.
Yeah, we had our school pictures done. Yeah, because so all that stuff is heading the website, and Indeed.
Yep.
Yeah. There you have
It's
it.
already up. All
Yeah,
that stuff
it's already
is
up. That's enough frapping. It's enough frapping. Let's get back to the play-in. Listen to how pretty that is. That would be the neck hyper vintage pickup. All the controls all the way up. You want to do something that's a little bit more jangly, you can roll out the bass contour control on the neck pickup. Maybe put them both on, put the bass contour at about half, get a real nice. You know what's coming, LG?
What?
I don't know if I remember it. I think I played it good enough that it was recognizable.
It was recognizable.
So if anybody
It was
knows what
close.
that is, the first person to post the name of that song gets a Reverend t-shirt today. What do you think of that? Haven't done that in a minute?
Yeah, let's do that.
Haven't done that in a minute? You want to hear it one more time? Good. It's kind of an odd one. I just think you don't associate that like sort of jangly thing with a guitar with two humbuckers, and I like to show off the versatility of the hyper vintage pickups working with the bass contour control, because I mean it really does the chimey thing. Again, I've got both pickups on and the bass contour at about half, and it bass comes in. I'll even tune it for you guys just to be nice. Sorry, I was kind of wailing on these new strings a little bit a couple minutes ago, and apologize for that, everybody. You know, it's live television or whatever this is. Do we call this television? Probably not.
I don't know.
Do the kids even know what television means?
I'm not sure.
There you go. And let's talk about that tube screamer tone without all that mess going. Got the bridge pickup alone. The tube screamer has we're up at about 3/4 of the way up on the gain and halfway up about 12 o'clock on both the volume and the tone. I think one of the reasons why this pedal has been so popular is it does kind of retain the character of the guitar a little bit. I'm not here to sell tube screamers. I don't care about that, but
I mean,
but it doesn't like totally saturate your tone like, you know, like I got a turbo distortion over here too, and you turn that thing on and there's so much compression that it tends to make you hear things other than the actual guitar, and it makes a lot of guitars sound the same. And the tube screamer sort of lets the character of the guitar and the amp breathe through it. So rock and roll on a Kingbolt, everybody. LG, I see you writing furiously over there. Does that mean there's a question?
There's lots of questions.
Oh boy.
Let's see. We'll do the Kingbolt questions first.
Yeah, let's do those. Yeah, I love this guitar, man. This is killer.
Scott says, can you compare the size of the Kingbolt to the Bayonet Custom?
Sure. The body size is the same. Where you're going to notice a difference is in the scale length. So as you can see, the nut on the Bayonet is a little bit closer, obviously, to the body because this is a 24 3/4 scale set neck, and this is a 25.5-inch scale bolt-on. So the body, I know I got my arms in front of this, but the bodies are the same. You're seeing a little bit of difference in the length of the neck on these bad boys.
And that's
the neck shape is also the same. It just feels a little bit different because you're looking at a 25.5-inch roasted maple neck over here, so this has a satin finish to it. Whereas on the Bayonet Custom, this is a 3-piece Carina neck, which is finished in a high gloss like the rest of the guitar, which is sort of the traditional set neck way, as it were. Both of these guitars completely rule. Thank you.
And Mark.
Yes, Mark.
Says, how is the neck thickness?
It is our Reverend medium C, so it is a composite of all of Naylor's favorite Fender necks, I guess you could say. Everything all sort of came together on the neck shape in about 99 or so with those East Point necks. And then they seem to be the most popular with our fans. And towards the end of the production of the phenolic guitars, they got a little thinner. And then when we started doing the guitars at Mir, they went back to that little more full C shape that was made popular by Joe in the 90s. So imagine mid-60s, good one. You know what I mean? Because it's so hard the neck shape thing is so subjective with people, obviously, and then people always point, well, you know, in 1964, Fender made the best. No, Fender made all the necks by hand in 1964, and they vary widely. I've played, you know, if you play 10 different Jazz Masters from 1964, you will feel 5 different necks.
Right, you've played 10 different Jazz Masters.
Yeah, more or less.
Right.
Yeah.
He says he can't find one to try out near him, but if he tries, like, say, a Jetstream or something like that.
The neck is going to be, the neck is going to be the same.
The body's going to be a little different, but the neck is going to be the same.
Yeah, and that's the fun thing about the CNC machine era, is that really, I mean, the necks are very consistent from one to the other. So yes, if you go try a Jetstream somewhere, it will have.
Or a double agent or anything sort of.
Any of the bolt-ons.
Related, yeah.
The East-Sider is a little bit different because it has a different radius. Obviously, these are all 12s except for the East-Sider. But anyway,
yeah.
I digress.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
Or do you?
Hang on.
How's my mic?
Oh, by the way, we've only had one guess.
We have.
From Jade Knudsen, who says Encarnation by Nacho Libre.
Wow, that's a sweet guess, but that's not the one.
Not it at all.
Huh. No.
So that's still open. We'll play that again at the end of the show. Eric says, any thoughts on using the Wilkinson bridge with the locking saddles on Reverend guitars?
I have tried it.
Okay.
And I like it. I have it on my GPS model over there. My friends at Wilkinson were kind enough to send me one to check out. And I put it on the GPS, and I think it is very, very cool. Upon reflection with Joe and I playing around with it, we don't see a significant improvement over the bridge that we're using. Yeah, it's cool, and it does what they say it does. But we've been so dialed in with the VS50 and VS100 over the years, and we think that this is such a good bridge that we don't see enough of a difference to change. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What's the difference? I mean, I thought those were locking saddles, I guess.
Yes, these are locking saddles. On that bridge, the strings lock at the saddle. There's an additional screw that goes
Oh.
over the top that locks the string down at the saddle. But I haven't noticed any real significant play in the strings behind that sort of lockdown thing. And that being said, it's more work for the end user to change strings, and we decided that we didn't want to be. This is going to sound weird, but we decided that we didn't want to be the ones to explain it to everybody. And that's the thing. I mean, when
It is
you
a
start with, I am still explaining this bridge to people and why this bridge is better, and then to go a step further at the moment isn't something I'm ready to do. But I love this bridge. I love the fact that the threads are internal.
Yeah, nobody can see that.
I know, but but I'm pointing it out anyway. The
Okay.
threads aren't on the outside of the bar; they're on the inside of the bar, and there's a threaded insert that sticks up at the bottom of the hole. So when you put this arm in, give it one turn, it's in. It doesn't fall out, and then you can adjust with an Allen screw on the back the tension of the swing. And I keep mine pretty stiff. This is what a normal person would do, where they can just swing it out of their way or whatever.
Yeah, that's
I like it to be stiffer so that I can put it in the back and leave it back there and then do all my stupid things that I do. But there's a lot of really cool things that are adjustable for the user with this bridge. And while those features are on the other bridge as well, we think that this one kind of goes far enough. So I danced all around that.
Yeah, you did.
We just decided not to do it. It's a cool bridge, and we decided not to use it.
Simply Pie says, will the Man Ray HB or another semi-hollow HB guitar be back in the lineup?
It's funny. We were just talking about the other day with Naylor.
We were.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when, I don't have a clue. There's a lot of work to be done. Joe has an idea on the Man Ray that hasn't been fully realized yet, and when it is fully realized and we figure out how to work it into the schedule, we'll get it done. But it is on the short list of things that need to happen, indeed.
Adam wants to know, does Reverend still have those ponytail Reverend hats that Greg sometimes wears in summer? Is he talking about a baseball cap? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably. Our supplier that the caps that we make, the baseball caps that we make are pretty nice. They're stitched. It's not a patch or anything. They're actually done. They're stitched in. And our supplier for those is having a hard time getting blanks. And then he is also in a band who tours. And so we have to kind of work around their schedule a little bit. And we just haven't been able to get any in stock. And I hope to have those back by the summertime. He said he had those available. Yeah.
The kind with the clasp on the back.
The trucker cap with the clasps. Yeah.
Got it.
But that's the thing. We haven't been able to choose.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if I had my way, we would offer like the flexible cloth cap that's cloth all the way around with the band. That's sort of the one size fits all. And then the plastic mesh trucker cap that has the tongue on the back or whatever. Can't get either thing, so it's hard to talk about.
And sometimes he's like, here's some trucker caps, and sometimes he's like, here's some flex fit caps.
I told him to send me whatever colors he had, and
Yeah,
we just
that'll
put
be
them up
fun.
there and see whatever happened. But
That's what we're
again,
doing
we
with the
just
t-shirts,
haven't.
which is
He
fun.
hasn't been able to get a hold of anything consistently, so
Yeah.
we're waiting. Eric, if you're watching, or Tommy, if you're watching, tell Eric to get on it. There you have it.
Benjamin has a Sweetwater question, which I guess is
Okay.
any
Yeah.
person, any dealer.
Sure.
If Sweetwater no longer shows a color as an option, not even out of stock, does that mean the color is being phased out for that model? He's thinking specifically of the Purple Burst Triad.
Oh, I don't know how they do that. My guess is yes, because the Purple Burst Triad is being phased out.
Yeah.
We're gonna be offering a new color in the Triad as we roll into next year. So maybe that is how they do that. Maybe that means they don't have any. I know I have some, and we are shipping some actively. That
Yeah.
is something that is going out of the building right now. And I guess it's possible maybe that Sweetwater doesn't have any more of them on order, so that's why they pulled it off of their listings. But I really don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So, But if you are interested in one of those, any of our dealers can help you. You know, reach out to, I don't know. I always hate it when this comes up because I always feel like at this point that I have to mention everybody, but I'll say, you know, reach out to Bees or Joe's or Monster Music or Wildwood, and you know, the Guitar Riot. You know, we've got a lot of great dealers here in Toledo. You know, Heights and Small Box, and any of our dealers should be able to help you with that Purple Triad, because I know we have. We even, not only do we have some shipping out on orders, but I believe very strangely, we have a few available. So
Yeah,
we can make that happen.
we can. Just go to reverendguitars.com/dealers/, and you can find your favorite dealer of your choice from that list.
Indeed.
Yep.
She speaketh the truth.
I do.
The truth.
Eddie said, is it presently shipping in that finish, the Kingbolt?
Yes, it is. Indeed, as Greg would say. Speaking of Greg played in Chicago last night. He's playing in Columbus tonight, and he's playing in Bloomington, Illinois tomorrow night. What do you think of that?
That's true.
These are true statements.
Yep,
Anyway,
they are.
Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Um,
I talked to him in the car yesterday, him and Dylan.
you were in the car and he was in his car. You weren't.
Yeah, we had our cars spoke with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
David says, what color choices are available on the Airwave for 22?
We are holding steady with black, deep sea blue, and metallic alpine because we have so many orders for them. Seems weird to have a couple of blues and a black, but that's what we are going with now, and we are investigating replacing one of those colors at the end of the year. The investigation process has started. Because that is so cool, what, over my shoulder?
Yeah, somebody asked about that.
Oh,
by
that's
the
a
way.
beauty. We know it's a beauty. There are some really cool Airwave colors available over at Wildwood, by the way. They have some red sparkles and blue sparkles and stuff. Like, Wildwood loves sparkle Airwaves. So
Oh, yeah, they do.
they do. And the faded bursts. I don't know if they have any of these left or not, but that was a Wildwood special run, so that might be something that you can find over there too. Wildwood has been big on the Airwave ever since Greg and I did that silly Yes video, and which still rolls forward.
Yeah, it's great.
It is the Airwave demo video. The thing that amazes me about that video is Greg completely shredding the lead on a 12-string. It was the best. And I'm just trying to keep a straight face and not fall out of the rhythm while he is destroying, which usually happens when, you know, we're hanging with Greg.
Yeah,
Got to get Greg in here.
I know.
That's what we were talking about yesterday.
I know. We will.
Oh, yeah.
Mark says he likes the Railhammer pickups. Any differences with the caps used in the guts?
With the caps used in the guts, no. No, sir. We use the same capacitors for the tone and bass contour on all of the instruments and the treble bleed as well. What those are, don't ask me right now. 22 microfarad, I think, on the bass contour, and the other ones I'm never going to be able to conjure out of this little brain of mine. Big head, little brain. Ask anybody.
Like a whale.
My
I
wife,
love you,
my
I'm
wife,
sorry.
my wife, ladies and gentlemen, my wife.
Jim Who Knows, hi Jim Who Knows,
Hey, Jim.
says he first said he doesn't see anything posted about new artists being supported by or supporting Reverend Gear, and he wants to know if there's any new artists to tell us about.
Man.
And Jim, a lot of that happens over on Instagram, just because we're working with a lot of young people, and that's where they are.
That's true.
So they post about it on Instagram, and we share it to our story or whatever.
And Jim, we're going to take that comment to heart.
Yeah.
And because we should be better about
Yeah, we should.
featuring those artists on our homepage and getting a newsletter out there.
That's true. Right.
And because of the popularity of Instagram and some of the other social media platforms, I think we've left a little bit of that behind, and we should keep that.
Yeah.
We should keep that going.
But
yeah, I mean, there are so many cool things that have happened within the last year.
Right. We did that video with Church Girls. That was cool. They're a great band.
Yeah, Church Girls are an up-and-coming band, a younger band out of the East Coast. And then some more established stuff like the Bluestones. We've been doing a lot of stuff
Yeah.
And with them, and there's always something happening in that regard. You know, we're always talking to people, and there's always like cool things going on. So you on the artist front that aren't, you know, just our signature models. So yeah, we need to have an update. Plus, we're batting around a couple of signature model ideas with younger artists too that have interesting ideas. So that is a constant work in progress. And thank you for the comment. We'll discuss that. Yep. We will work that into our Monday morning meeting, right, LG?
Monday morning meeting.
Yes, indeed.
Barney wants to know if we're coming to NAMM Anaheim this summer, and which, if any, artists are you bringing out west?
That is a great question, Barney. NAMM in Anaheim is happening June 3rd through 5th, and Reverend and Railhammer will both be there. My sales team will be there the whole weekend. Penny and I will not be able to stay for the whole weekend. We have to come home for our son's high school graduation. Just a very poor timing on the show for us. Happens. But Reverend will be there. We'll be displaying. Greg will be there, to the best of my knowledge, of course. And we are not going to be having an after-hours event. The venue that we had our after-hours event for years and years was unfortunately a victim of the COVID. Yeah. And so we don't have a go-to anymore, which kind of stinks. But we'll figure it out, and we'll figure out a way to get that done in the future, but not this spring, unfortunately. And we're submitting a band that we work with from the West Coast to hopefully play on one of the NAMM stages. And if all of that stuff comes together like we want it to, the closer we get to the show, the more details we'll have about artists and venues and that sort of thing. But we are coming, indeed. We'll be out there that week. So.
Scott said he watched some videos of Corgan playing his new guitar.
Yeah.
Are those new Railhammers or just special ones for the prototype? He said they look really cool.
They're new.
They're new.
They're coming.
And they do look cool.
Yeah, we're doing those as well. Yes, indeed. Yep. The guitar will be out first, and the Railhammer, the individual pickups will follow the guitar in time. In time. Right, LG? Because it's crazy. It's crazy around here. It's crazy keeping up with all that stuff. What else? Is that it?
I think that's it.
Well, listen, folks.
Play the thing again.
Play what thing again? Oh, play the thing again.
You're looking at me like.
I had to play with a pick.
Yeah.
Intro. I can't do it now. Now I blew it. Boy, I played it better the first time, didn't I, LG?
No, I don't think. I think that was more.
Let's get that bass contour out again. There it is. See, when you take the bass contour out, it sounds more like a Rickenbacker. There's your big hint.
Clue.
There, yeah, there's the clue. Cool. And what upcoming? So we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yes.
And we'll come up with something cool to talk about. Once again, I want to thank Brian at Bees Music for the new Tube Screamer. That's pretty cool. Artists, Greg is out on the road. I know Bonavera announced a bunch of tour stuff. So Jen Wesner is going to be out with them again, playing guitar.
Yep.
And singing and all the stuff that she does in that band. There's tour announcements are coming rapid fire.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of things to talk about. Yeah. Fu Manchu is going to be in Europe twice this year.
Right.
And then they're finally going to get that 30th anniversary tour that they had to cancel in the States up and running. Bob Balch, by the way, is appearing in the Studio 666 roll movie thing.
Yeah.
So look for Bob and his signature model in that when that comes out.
It's double Fu.
Yeah, right. Foo meets foo.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then
Won't get food again.
there's so many cool things happening that I don't even know where to go with that.
Coffin Cats are on tour again.
Coffin Cats are hitting the road today.
Yeah.
And I think they're heading to the Southwest and then doing the West Coast or something. Coffin Cats are out there.
Yeah.
And I'll be, the Jay Navarro and the Traders are going to be doing the East Coast with Reverend endorser Alex Stern and Big D and the Kids Table in May.
Yep.
And it's shaping up to be a very, very exciting year, everybody. So we'll keep you posted here, which lately has been every other Friday, because LG and I will not be here next week as well, so we will be back here 2 weeks from today. Anything else, LG, before I play us out?
Play us out.
Play us out. Thanks, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend.